the chairperson for this UCC group up here. What we'll do is we'll go around, introduce ourselves, and we'll go ahead and talk about any projects or anything we have in the area that could be affected. I'll start out, since I'm with DOT, basically what we have for Halifax is, got 3 bridge projects going on right now. I think we're just about done with this broadband on 95 construction in this area as far as, getting the country and getting the fiber process. We finally completed, I believe it's, 58 here. We finished the road widening project, and now we have an ongoing project on Grace Drive. Then we'll be doing work on the plant road, which is right down here off of, 50. I think that's pretty much it right now. Got some, bridge projects that will be coming out here. Probably. For projects to anything going on with something that's been a pretty good road, you get to do something like that. Everything is pretty much in warranty. Anyway, that's pretty much how we get going on. Market of late power, probably looking at the first week here, right away. After Thanksgiving, back up on the week after. You guys may have to come back. go with that.
But it needs to reach the Portland. Getting the big one.
I'll put it on your pocket. Okay. Good, 44 point. This, get back down to where that is actually. They call it. The contractors are struggling to call on, not struggling. They don't have the clearance for the goods. Or do I get out through? We never installed. Back. We don't install buildings. So we're trying to jump a hurdle on getting equipment. They buy the equipment. Their big cost of things is they buy the equipment. I have not. They pay five. The next little thing is get close about all this. If they're full road, that is the main thing. Yeah. Or that David Davis will know that project. I'll put it before utility. Boost over thunder. All right, turn it over to Terry. Terry Shrek and Jay Owen.
Welcome, everybody. Butch and I discussed the next meeting, which we meet every other month. The next meeting is going to be in January, and we had talked about having it online only, virtually. And then meeting again in March, here at Logan. The reason we discussed it is I have to let Mike know, he can reserve the room for us. Is everybody good with that? If we have it virtually, will you be here? Probably not sure. Okay. All right, can you two gentlemen see the screen over there? Okay. So I'm not going to cover that because I have nobody online. Kyle made it in person today. He was my only individual who was online yesterday, but we still have that option, just so you know, if you can't physically make it here. I do try to do the hybrid online and in person as well. So welcome to the Halifax Northampton UCC for November. This is the last one for the year. Actually, it's the last one for the month for me. Everybody else, because it's so close to the holiday, with Thanksgiving and Christmas, they canceled the last part of November, December. We had a deer strike. This is actually my supervisor's car. She was just got through onboarding our new employee, picking up the western part of North Carolina. This photo will come up later in the presentation, but we stuck this up here just to remind everybody, folks here, and this is our safety share that deer are moving right now, right? Maybe see that them bucks are chasing the does. They don't care what's in their way. They're gonna get through it. And she was coming down the road here. She was on her way home, and she had put in a GPS how to get there, and it rerouted her because of the traffic, right? So she hit a deer. She got to look, and it's right beside, if you see that far left, is a preserve, a nature preserve. So it's full of wildlife, and a buck was chasing her though and ran into her car. So she said, he didn't hit the deer, neither did her. But yeah, just be aware, especially early in the morning, late in the evening, they'll be moving. And again, it's making decisions. Mr. Lewis Pander is our executive director, and they've been promising dirt report to be released prior to September, and then finally they released it prior to them meeting in San Antonio for the National CGA last month. So it was released, and it's showing that the damage is either trending or it's moving slightly up. New memberships for associate members are being. I didn't get any bread. They gave me a T-shirt too. Okay, I'm recording you. Our membership, so just in case you don't know, the associate members are the private line locators, or even some locators who locate facilities with the Duke Energy, the Piedmont Gas. And they are members on our website. The issue arose when a homeowner called and was complaining about one of the line locators doing something sideways on her property, and we tried to get dragged into it, and 811 put a stop to it, and then so we sent the associate members all new membership agreements, and in the process of getting those in and updated. Congratulations to Barbie Gerganis, who is our very first recipient of the Safe Digging Coin Challenge. There's Bobby right there in the middle. My phone doesn't work. I'll do it right here. Bobby's right there in the middle holding the plaque, and he was actually nominated by the gentleman on the left, Mr. Ralph Murphy. I pick on Ralph. I tell him he's the godfather of the locate mafia out east. Nothing rolls in there without Ralph actually physically meeting them or calling them up and doing a meet and greet. One of the ways he stopped a lot of, he's one of the locators in that area. One of the ways he stopped a lot of excess locates in his area is he gets with them prior to them starting work, and if they are on a DOT roadway, he wants to see the encroachment agreement. And if it says they got to be on the north side of the road the whole way, 10 foot back from back of curb, and they call in that side of the road, in the road, and across the road, he doesn't locate that. He says, you got to be over here because that's what your DOT agreement stipulates. And if somebody pushes back on them, he calls the DOT on them and they come and shut. Yeah, again, they've got to locate mafia. Hey, we threw this up here again. I know it was here last month. You guys weren't here last month for meetings because you meet every other month. But the I do your marks. There is fiber optic, CDOT, which is the Charlotte DOT. They have their own facilities they locate. Make sure you're putting them, like it says here on the right, ABC Gas Company, it's going to be 200 linear foot from the beginning, the end, and every 200 linear foot. If you locate or you're overlocated, make sure they're doing that for your entity. It is the law. It's not just a best practice or a suggestion. It was written into the law October of 2019. So again, make sure that you're identified. It's a facility, and it can be a package too, right? It could be an electrical package or a phone package. If it's greater than 4 inches, it has to be annotated at the beginning, the end, and every 50 foot in between there. Hey, this is a 10-inch package or 10-inch water line. Why is that important, do you think? From an excavator standpoint. So they know what they're looking for. Right, because the law states that your measurement goes from outside of the paint marks, right? If it's unknown. If it's known, if it's greater than 4 inches, and I put 10 inches, then I have to divide the 10 inches, add the 5 to my 24, and now I've got 29 inches that I have to hand dig to expose that utility before I bring mechanized equipment in there. So if the size of it is known, it has to be annotated greater than 4 inches. Any questions or comments on that? All right. That's actually me over to the left. You barely, my belly sticking out something out there. But we went to a job site. We do safety briefings, supposed to. This one was on Metcon job site where they were actually building a building, and we went and spoke to them. We actually took the little mini excavator out there as well because it was supposed to be a type of family day. We brought their families in there. Locate request in North Carolina, we're gonna be looking at October of last year versus last month. As you can see, these locate requests are up 12.3, moving to the right. Year to date, 7.3. So the requests across North Carolina are up. October 2022, last month versus last year, you can see the transmissions 9.7 increase, moving to the right. Year to date, 3.7% increase in the ticket. Now, if you have a burning desire to know exact numbers, I've got them on here. Most people don't get wrapped around the wheel. It's like, hey, are we up or down or kind of in the middle of these locate requests? Halifax, the 3 hours is actually down, which is great, even though the new ticket request is up 13.8%, which is really good. The ticket update, again, is down as well, 3.8%. So Halifax is setting the standard on how it needs to be done in this area. Location per day, 24. Unfortunately, Northampton's not doing so good. The 3 hour, it looks like it's a lot at 120%, but it's, 5 to 11. The new ticket request increased 6.5%, and the ticket update is actually down 28.3%. Average locate per day in Northampton, 13. So looking at the year-to-date tickets, the 3 hours actually down 19.5%. Year-to-date, new ticket, 2.9%. And the ticket update, even though it was down last month, it is up for the year, 20.8%. Average locate per day in Halifax, 31. And Northampton, the 3 hour is actually down. The new ticket is down 13.2%. So we saw an increase last month, but year to date is actually down almost a little over 13%. Ticket update 59.4% year to date, and the average location per day 15. So out of the 499 that were called in Halifax, you can see rolling up Rapids 21 in triple digits. And Northampton had 278. Garysburg had 90. How do you pronounce that fourth one from the bottom? Podcast. Is that what about the family name?
I don't know it, but I'm telling you, it's common reason if you call it anything else.
Yeah, I've never seen it.
Oh, yeah.
C-O-N-E-T-O-E, Colton.
We have the damages that reported per law for North Carolina, Eagle 1, Halifax had none, and Northampton had 2. It could be legit, it could be no damages there, or both are failing to report them.
Halifax, how many?
0. Yeah, so it's up to the excavator to report, hey, I put in water and I hit the gas lines, right? If they do not do that, we're asking the facilitators or the operators, hey, in case those folks don't call, follow up with us, right? So if you go out and you see the repair or you know the repair was done, pick somebody up from the office will pick up the phone and say, hey, this is the gas company, they put in water, and that's all we're capturing. They put in water and they hit our gas line, right? So that's why that number is 0. By law, it's supposed to be reported to us. And some of the incidents, telecommunication always gets hit. The kind of the joke is that folks, they don't vary the facility very big, right? And that's more or less true. Second, to have a damage with the water, electric, natural gas, and other unknown, they don't know, but they didn't have enough information that was gathered at the time. So the top counties that the damages occurred, as you can see, Wake and Mecklenburg always lead that charge. We like it when Mecklenburg, well, I say that. Let's go to Wake County. I do their Wake UCC, and Tammy does Mecklenburg. So I always look to see if she is ahead of me in the damages department. But yeah, so you can see the top 10 right there, counties. This is the damages for the third quarter. Well, let's see. Hang on. Let's see, Mecklenburg had 167 and Wake had 150. So we're good, yeah, for October this last month.
Yeah, but overall.
Yeah, overall, yes, for circle. Hey, thank you. Does everybody have that wanted one of the Safety Sam youth posters that we gave out for Safety Month? Anybody have one of those? No? Yeah? Oh, not sure. If you'd like one, let me know. Next time we get together, I can bring one up for you. We still have a few at the shop. Underground Jackets Beach Review Board is going to meet next year. It's going to be Tuesday, January the 17th. That will take place at the NCAA Event Center. If you've never been to it, I know it's a little bit off from here, but it's a nice facility. And you can be there in person. If you do attend in person, all you can do is observe. You can't interject during the proceedings. The North Carolina UCC meeting is going to take place January the 10th. Again, NCAA Event Center. That's going to take place at 10. And it'll go until complete. The LRPC actually is meeting today. Yep. And that started at 11, so that started about 42 minutes ago. That will go on until 1 p.m. or until complete. If they finish early, they'll wrap it up. If they need to continue talking, then they will go over the 1 o'clock p.m. to try to stay to the time limit.
But they, you think that all day again?
No.
Couple hours.
Yeah, it's a couple hours, yeah. It all depends on, and we ask the chair folks to attend those as well. If you can't physically, a lot of times there's an option to join virtually, so you can say, hey, this is the Halifax Northampton. We meet every other month. This is what we need from the state. We need somebody from the utilities that are in this area to come to these meetings. Can you guys help us out? Yep. Question.
Well, say the last one, I think was on our actually, on the utility coordinator call, I think it started 10, I believe. Almost the same day as the utility coordinator.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah, because we jumped on the end of it. When we got through here, we jumped on the end of it, listening to it. We might be able to do that again today if y'all want to. We've got the Tower Light that's going to take place in Durham. It's a big event. It's going to take place the 30th, which is the last Wednesday of this month. It's pretty cool. There are some other, and it's hard to see here, but they have a stage underneath the tower. There's a lot of festivities going on. A lot of shops open. Restaurant tickets be at. Everyone will be there. We've got some yo-yos, and I've got a couple in my car. If anybody would like one, they actually light up. They have a generator in, so they light up when we use them. We'll be giving those away, but I do have a couple in my car if you would like one. That's going to take place from 6 to 8, and that's going to be at the American Tobacco Amphitheater. Has anybody ever been down in that area before? That's pretty cool. That's right across the road from the motor park. Yep. All right. So, next game's coming up. The church. Yeah. I know we're actually at a Lowe's event. Boss is set up beside us, and I don't know what I had in my hand. I'm getting something away. You were trying. Just like that down on the plate. You were trying to pass that same. It's pretty funny. They got me. So, as a reminder, holidays and weekends are excluded. So Thanksgiving today and the day after Thanksgiving, we're going to be included in the 3 working day notice. Let folks know who work for you or call tickets in as well. And happy Thanksgiving. Veterans Day, anybody hear about it? Okay. Well, if you have family members, thank them for their service and their sacrifice. That was November 11th. As always, you can go to the NC811 website, click on the calendar, the NCUCC website, click on the calendar, or you can go to the NC811 app. If you went to the 811 calendar, you can see we're going to be at the tower lighting, and it's going to be down there at for how long. And that's where you will find a copy of this video minutes along with the sign-in roster, so you can go enjoy it later date. See yourself eating on video. There's the education team led by Ms. Ann Rushing. The gentleman in the center, he's our newest member, Tyler Rock. He is taking over for Mr. Brian Morehouse in the western part of North Carolina. Thank you for your time and attention. Again, a copy of this will be uploaded to the UCC shortly after we get done here. So if there are no questions and or comments, that concludes my presentation. And again, we're going to meet January, and it's going to be virtual only. So please plan on attending. We'll meet again in person in March. So I can just videotape everybody. This UCC is still short, co-chair, right? So if Butch is out, we'll see somebody take over, do what he's doing, and or a secretary. Just somebody describe some minutes. If you wanted to do that, then I wouldn't have to video everybody eating. You can just hand jam some notes, type them up, send them to me. I can roll them up and send them to the UCC. Just a FYI, if anybody would like to do that. So again, the next time we're going to get together, it's going to be virtually. It's going to be the 18th, January the 18th. All right. So if nobody has anything else, we're going to go ahead and stop the recording.